Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Murray now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray going to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 7 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Up the middle, Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Check 45 to Mike.
Here's Murray. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Julian Blackman collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw is Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here come the Cardinals now with their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
70 Timberwolves.
Hey, here we go. 48 to Mike.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. The Cardinals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were intercepted the first time now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the gun, a run for Johnson.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Murray now. And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go. 48.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Check the backer.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw.
Let's put him on the buses.
Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 45.
They begin the drive with Johnson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's where you belong.
1 yard gain.
On play action, it's Murray.
At the 28-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
59 Mike.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
60, Panther 60. 48 Mike.
Stop your whining.
Ready, go. 48, let go. Know your job.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Stephanie, 70 Timberwolf.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
48, go.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cross.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears 48.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Single, 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 single.
2nd and 4.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Staying on his feet. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go to Johnson again.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, he gets this one to Johnson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To number 23. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Out to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Army. Mike 48.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, you don't have to wait till you get to the red zone to run the fade. It can be effective in any part of the field.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Seahawks still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Chicago. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle to making a huge play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
That one complete to Anderson.
The pass on second down. Complete to number 85. It's a gain of 6. And
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Arizona. That'll be a 44-yard move, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 29, Murray completing it to the right side. Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Murray.
Blue there.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I know you felt that one.
Back to throw. Murray. And again back to Komet. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Arizona. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. Quick slant caught by Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Up the middle they go. Sellers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Murray now on first down.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9".
To throw is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down at 4.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
To throw, it's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Squeeze, double. Jim.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Side. Sellers. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Tight left. We got 4.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 23. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
So now the Bears down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Check, 59. Let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Back to throw, Murray. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Murray to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Ready. 48 Mike. Watch the screen. Under 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
3 down. Hey, alert 48.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
60 Eagle. Watch the curl.
He'll look to throw.
Check back.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The catch is made.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
Now Murray connects with Peoples-Jones.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.